Hello, friends. You know, James, I timed my pieces and they ran quite a bit over, so I'm going to cut down to 2, which is good because that gives me time to ramble. And my friends tell me I fall into the genre of cowboy poetry. And you may be wondering, how do you tell a cowboy poet from all the rest of it? Sometimes it's hard and other times it's easy. Now, you don't have to be a good cowboy to be a cowboy poet. I know that. In fact, I am the worst cowboy in my own house. Connie, Alice, and Beth are all better riders. But when it comes to spreading manure, I'm pretty much the top dog. Now, cowboy poetry starts out kind of slow and then it just sort of peters out altogether. This is for a special dog named Ringo and pet lovers everywhere. The last dog we'll ever have. There was no telling Ringo that this would be his last ride. We knew the day was coming, but there were tears we could not hide. His quality of life had sunk extremely low, but even in his prime, he was no best in show. His mother was a schnauzer. He had her looks and sense. His father, just a vagabond who jumped the backyard fence. He could chase his tail to the left in the tightest little curl. He could circle to the right as well, like down under toilet swirl. As a pup, he liked to hump your leg just for kicks and grins, but he weren't fit to procreate, so he lost his dangling twins. Even though he was a mutt, he sure was one of a kind, but now he had just one eye, and that was nearly blind. For dog folks out there, you know how a dog becomes a part of every second of your life. Your home, your house, your heart. But as dog years go, they say they're multiplied by 7. Old Ringo'd run his race. It was time for doggy heaven. As the vet gently did her work, there was not one dry eye. His suffering had ended, and his spirit was free to fly. Then you swear you'll never take another dog or bird or cat. You'll be happy with the memories and live out your days like that. Then one day you're just pondering about a certain designer hound, but you're sure that what you have in mind cannot be made nor found. And perchance you meet a gal who tells of her newest jewel. He's smart, won't shed, and hardly barks, and makes a quite small stool. He's hypoallergenic, loves kids and cats and just belongs. Doesn't matter where you need to go, he just wants to go along. He's loyal and courageous, and cute as a little bug's ear. He's two-tone color, smiles a lot, and no diseases you must fear. So we fired up the internet just to take a look around, just browsing for fun, not serious about any hound. The World Wide Web starts thinking and might take you any place. Then it pops up a picture, and you've been had by his little face. It's a profile shot. He's standing proud and looking out a window pane. Somehow you know in that split second, your life won't be the same. Your hand is moving quickly as you reach to grab the phone. Is he, I wonder, still for sale, or has he already found a home? It rings, times 7. You wait, and at last they do pick up. You kindly introduce yourself, then inquire about the pup. That Aussie Terrier you saw comes with shots and a snub tail. He's the very last from the litter, but yes, he is for sale. Now, we always had a rescue dog or a mutt, or one found half dead. This might be the first that's registered, bona fide, and well-bred. But he's had a little training, and he comes with leash and collar, and given that he's papered, well, that's 7 times dog dollar. But my wife will not be fazed. She just took him in a flash. So we dig into the pig bank and clean out the collected stash. She flies into the pickup truck, takes my cash and takes my phone. It's off 3 states away for her, and I have to hitchhike home. She turns into the driveway with little Stoney close at hand, and I can see him just a backup now in the grand old family band. There's a glow of satisfaction that is etched upon her face, and I'm playing second fiddle as she escorts him around the place. But he's everything they said for sure, and maybe a bit more. A nearly perfect canine, and he helps with every chore. We made a special staircase to climb into the bed. His place is at the foot, but quite soon he's at the head. He wiggles and turns in circles till he settles into place. My wife gets his head, but his bottom's in my space. His snores and growls and sighs make for a nighttime medley. His extra nocturnal offerings are silent, but they're deadly. He's best friends with the barn cat and the sled dog from Alaska. Would my wife give up this dog? Well, I'm not going to ask her. Wherever she goes, he goes too, just every little trip. Folks might begin to wonder if they're joined up at the hip. He gets chew treats from Montana and vitamins at night. She brushes his teeth daily to make his smile so bright. He sings, he twirls, he's on the go. He gives those backwards glances. If it comes that it's the pup or me, frankly, I don't like my chances. She takes him to the grocery, to the bank, and to do her hair. If she could find a way at work, I'm certain he'd be there. He goes in any weather, be it sunny or in cloud. The only place he doesn't go, well, dogs just aren't allowed. Maybe when I'm old and worn and my life is getting stark, I'll get pampered like that dog, if I can learn to bark. But just like dogs and cats and friends, there is one thing we know. Enjoy each single day with them. We can't pick their time to go.